Now, you guys know probably one of the most anticipated, despite what you might hear some people in movie fan circles say. One of the most anticipated films coming out this year is the brand new Avatar, right? Avatar, again, it is the #1 all-time box office film in history. It completely shattered every record in the world. Another James Cameron triumph, all that kind of stuff. But we have been waiting for, I want to say 32 years for the sequel to come. It's been a long time. This sequel, I will tell you right now, is coming too late. The sequel is coming too late. John, are you saying that this movie is going to flop? Avatar 2 is going to flop? Oh, no. Avatar 2 is going to be a huge hit. I just don't think it's going to be nearly as big of a hit if it, say, came out 5 years ago, for example. But don't misquote me. It is still going to be a massively huge hit. Because one of the things you should never do as a film fan, you should never underestimate James Cameron. Right? All the guy do is create hits. Right? 2 of the 3 biggest films in cinematic history are James Cameron films. He made my all-time favorite action film, True Lies. He made what some people consider to be the greatest sci-fi action film of all time in Terminator. I mean, the list just goes on and on. You should never underestimate James Cameron. So we got this Avatar sequel coming out this year. Shouldn't underestimate it. It's going to do huge business. Not as much as it would have if it came out 5 years ago, but it's going to do huge business. But what if Avatar isn't directed by James Cameron? That is something that is actually being talked about right now, because James Cameron has just suggested that he may not direct future Avatar films. This comes to us from the folks over at Cinema Blend who are quoting James Cameron. He said the following. The Avatar films themselves are kind of all-consuming. I've got some other things I'm developing as well that are exciting. I think eventually over time, I don't know if that's after 3 or after 4, I'll want to pass the baton to another director that I can trust to take over. So I can go do some other stuff that I'm also interested in, or maybe not. I don't know. Let me read that again. Avatar films themselves are all consuming, apparently, because it takes them like a decade to do each one, are all consuming. I've got some other things I'm developing that I'm also very excited about. I think eventually over time, I don't know if that's after 3 or after 4, I want to pass the baton to a director that I trust to take over so I can go and do some other stuff. This, make no mistake about it, this is huge. This is huge. Because again, one of the main reasons that I tell people, do not underestimate how much business and how big this Avatar 2 film is going to be, mostly because it's James Cameron. I mean, James Cameron has the Midas touch. I know Cameron has said some things over the years that has gotten the fan community all tensed up, and that's fine. I get that. But you're naive to let your personal feelings about some of the not so bright things that James Cameron has said from time to time. You'd be naive to think that that somehow undermines just how big his projects can be and just how successful a James Cameron project is. And I'll tell you what, I bet you right now, the folks over at Disney, they're seeing this comment by James Cameron talking about, oh, maybe I'll hand off future ones. Maybe I'll do number 3 and then I'll hand off the final 2 to somebody else. Maybe I'll do number 4. I'll tell you what though right now. I bet you anything right now, there are folks at Disney, because remember, Avatar is now a Disney franchise. There are folks at Disney, after that quote came out, getting on the phone with James Cameron's rep saying, hi, good morning. What the fuck? Excuse me? That you may not direct the future Avatar films? Explain yourself. Because I'll tell you right now, the folks at Disney, understanding the touch that James Cameron brings to these things, they are not wanting to hear that James Cameron is saying, yeah, I may not direct some future ones. I think that's no bueno for the people at Disney. I think for them, that's a no-go. No way. Now, he may actually have the right to say that, but I bet you anything Disney's going to be on the phone with him this morning saying, can you explain this to us? Because we would really like you at the helm for all these. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? James Cameron is saying he may not direct some of the future installments of Avatar. Do you think that makes a big difference? Do you think it makes no difference? Do you think it makes all the difference? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. We want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Now, guys, you know I love Manscaped. You've heard me go on and on about the Lawnmower 4.0 and that body wash. I love it so much. And so we got to ask, guys, have you started your spring cleaning yet? The carpets need cleaning, the drapes need dusting, and your lawn needs mowing, gentlemen. And you guys know Manscaped is more than just one product. They have a whole lineup of products to help you guys feeling, smelling, and looking your best. And so Manscaped is proud to present to you the Performance Package 4.0, which is the only tool that you need to keep your boys looking, smelling, and feeling good this spring. Now, to start off with, you get the Lawnmower 4.0. Guys, we have talked about this. What is wrong with us? Why have we for so long been using these terrible tools that were never meant for cutting our hair down there? The razor clipper things on our electric razors. That's barbaric, guys. You need the Lawnmower 4.0. And then there's the Weed Whacker. You guys have heard our own Ray Ora talk about this thing. He loves using it to get that hair in your nose and the ear hair. And then they offer lots of other stuff like the Crop Preserver. It's an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. The Crop Reviver. It's a spray-on toner for your balls. And of course, they've got the perfect grooming tool for your face with the Plow 2.0, the perfect razor for the finest shave on that face. So guys, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code CAMPEA. That's CAMPEA at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the promo code Campea at manscaped.com. It's time to throw out your old hygiene habits and upgrade your life.